nobody stopping us. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us. Mafia.
Are you looking for a deeper sense of community, care, and connection? At Alive Church, we believe that life is better when we do it together. Starting on July 10th at 7 p.m., we invite you to join our Alive Church groups where you can build meaningful relationships, support one another, and grow in your faith. Imagine being part of a vibrant community that truly cares. Our groups are a place where you can share your joys and struggles, find encouragement, and make lasting friendships. Whether you're new to Alive Church or have been with us for a while, there's a place for you in our groups. Joining is simple. Just text GROUP to 816-670-3684 and you'll be connected to a group that fits your needs. We meet online via Zoom, making it easy and convenient for you to participate from anywhere. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of something special. Text GROUP to 816-670-3684 today and take the first step towards a more connected and caring community. Together, we are Alive Church.
Can't see nobody stopping us. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us. Mafia.
Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Listen to this. I asked God, why are you taking me through rough waters? He replied, because your enemies can't swim.
Are you looking for a deeper sense of community, care, and connection? At Alive Church, we believe that life is better when we do it together. Starting on July 10th at 7 p.m., we invite you to join our Alive Church groups where you can build meaningful relationships, support one another, and grow in your faith. Imagine being part of a vibrant community that truly cares. Our groups are a place where you can share your joys and struggles, find encouragement, and make lasting friendships. Whether you're new to Alive Church or have been with us for a while, there's a place for you in our groups. Joining is simple. Just text GROUP to 816-670-3684 and you'll be connected to a group that fits your needs. We meet online via Zoom, making it easy and convenient for you to participate from anywhere. Don't miss out on this opportunity to be part of something special. Text GROUP to 816-670-3684 today and take the first step towards a more connected and caring community. Together, we are Alive Church.
Can't see nobody stopping us. Unstoppable, unstoppable, unstoppable. Run up that paper and get it. Whatever it take, we gon' get it. You know ain't nobody stopping us. Mafia.
What it do, what it do, what it do there, fam. How's everybody doing? This wonderful evening. This is the day the Lord has made, and I will rejoice and be glad in it. Are you ready for tonight? Are you ready for tonight? If you're on here, let's go ahead, jump on. Go ahead, jump on. Make sure you give us some comments. Make sure you give us some likes. I'm making sure I'm turning off my phone. my volume up and everything, and I don't want y'all getting feedback and us getting interrupted when we start doing what we do and everything. So I'm super excited on tonight. I'm super excited. I see you, Lady E. Lady E says she's still feasting off that word from last night. If you don't know what we're talking about, this is my page. I ask you go ahead and hit that like and go ahead and hit that share button, so that way you're able to know when we go live and everything. It's an awesome time that we have just learning and diving into what God desires for us to dive into. And so we want to invite you this Sunday to a live church this Sunday, 9:45 a.m. You see the address right down there. See you Sunday, 9:45. See you Sunday, 9:45. If you do have prayer requests, and maybe you don't want to put in the comments or anything like that, you can go ahead and call our number, 816-670-3684, and just go to option 3, and you can leave your prayer request, and somebody will get right back with you in the next 24 to 48 hours. We're not just going to pray for you and with you, but we're also going to connect with you and call you. So if you see that number, 816-670-3684, if you see that number, then that way you're able to allow us to be able to connect with you. So make sure you answer the phone. Make sure you answer the phone and everything, so that way we're able to make sure we're able to pray with and for you. And so we're excited to get into it. What it do? What's up, Kurt? Let's do some shout outs. So what's up, Kurt? What's up, Kurt? Hey there, mama. What it do there, boo? My boo thing is is on here. Hey, long as she on here, I'm good. And so we're super excited. Welcome to the shift. I am Roman D, the encourager. And so let's go ahead. Y'all ready? I'm ready to jump into it. Let's do an intro. Yes, indeed. So our title, our subject for today is, are you dateable? The hard truth. Are you dateable? The hard truth. And you know, I know we got married people on here. I believe there's some things we can pull out even that married people can use. Are you still dateable? Are you still, even though you're married, are you still dateable? And so are you dateable? The hard truth. You know, sometimes we can do all the right things. We can begin to work on ourselves. We can begin to be patient, trusting God, but still love isn't happening. Things aren't moving the way we wanted to move. What if the problem that we're facing isn't other people or isn't other circumstance, but what if the problem was you? Ooh, that hits. You know, dating in your late 20s and 30s can feel like an endless cycle of disappointment. You're either dealing with ghosts, bad dates, or another almost relationship that goes nowhere. But what if your biggest roadblock to love? What if your biggest roadblock to success? What if the biggest roadblock to you being the best you that you can possibly be? What if it's you? That's a good question. What if it's you? And that's a question I believe we all have to answer. We all have to talk about, because at the end of the day, you can point fingers at everybody else. You can point fingers in other circumstances. But if you don't deal with you, Oh my goodness. Oh, if you don't deal with you, you will never be able to go to the heights that you desire or that you say you want. And so what's the problem? The problem is dating feels like a setup for heartbreak. Many of us feel like dating feels like a setup for heartbreak. Or there may be some people say, hey, success feels like I'm setting myself up heartbreak. Me striving to be better. Me striving to be greater, me striving to get more knowledge and understanding. It seems like when I take one step forward, I get pushed 3 steps back. you start looking at other people and say, everybody else is getting married. Why not me? Everybody else is progressing. Why not me? Everybody seems to be happy in life. Why not me? And you start to ask yourself, am I asking for too much? Oh my goodness. Am I asking for too much? And is my desire too great for my capacity to have what I desire? What I desire for? And are there even good people left? You know, you can have so many bad experiences that you start to question every single thing. And then God sends you a good person. God sends you a successful person. God sends you a person who's open and honest and transparent, and they're who they say they are. And you can't even believe them, because you have dealt with so many fakes and so many phonies that when the real shows up, you can't even handle it. The truth of the matter is, the question we got to really ask ourselves is, do we really want the real? I know people say all the time, I just want somebody to be honest. I just want somebody to be themselves. You know, you could be saying that as a single person. You could be saying that as a married person. You could be saying that as a business person. You could say that as a career person. You could even be saying that you desire that for in a church home. I just want some real people. Are there any more real people left that's willing to be who they're supposed to be, or at least be who they say they are? Are there any good people left? And the fear of wasting time versus settling is exhausting. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can we deal with this? Can we deal with it? Because the problem sometimes is not the people. Sometimes it's your perspective of the people. Ooh. This is gonna be good. This is for everybody. This is for everybody. Because watch this. Sometimes what can happen is, since you had so many bad relationships, since you had so many bad encounters, since you dealt with so many fake and phony people, since you dealt with so many people who said one thing but did another, since your past is full of people like that, when the real person shows up and they make a mistake and it resembles of what you experienced in the past, you begin to treat them as if they're the people in the past. Oh my goodness. We're going past just relationships. We're going past than just being single, because some people are married, but yet they're treating their spouse like their ex. I'm gonna let that simmer. I'm gonna let you just rest in that, because sometimes what we can do is we don't understand the difference between weakness and wickedness. Oh my goodness. We don't understand the difference between weakness and wickedness. There is a difference between weakness and wickedness. Weakness is, I don't have the strength to do something. Wickedness, I choose not to do it. And so a person comes into your life and they make a mistake. And because it looks like what you're used to doing, when it looks like the way you're used to being treated, when it looks like the way you used to have the encounter with the people who really didn't love you, they just abused you and took from you and didn't give anything back. And as soon as it looks like anything close, it isn't that that person is the same person, is that they've done something that triggered you and reminded you of what you used to have or who you used to be with. And so therefore you start treating them as if they're them. You start treating the current boyfriend, you start treating the current spouse, you start treating the current girlfriend as if she's somebody in the past, or if there's somebody in the past. And what you don't realize is, what the problem that many people are facing is, they didn't take time to heal. Oh my goodness. They didn't take time to heal. They jumped out of one relationship in another relationship. You jumped out of one argument into another argument. You didn't take the time to heal. And there are even married people right now who didn't take the time to heal and taking it out on their spouse, and taking it out on their boyfriend, and taking it out on their girlfriend, or taking it out on somebody that they're dating, or taking it out on a family member because that family member did something that resembled something in the past. And the truth of the matter is, you go off on them, and the problem is you're not even talking to them. Oh my goodness. You're not even talking to them. You talking to the people in your past. And it's because you have been hurt and you have been triggered because you didn't take time to heal. Even football players, when they get injured, they have to take some time to heal. They have to take a play off. They're not supposed to just throw them right back in, because here's the thing. Even if they get injured, and especially if the refs and everything have to stop the game, they have to come off for at least one play. Some of us need to take a week off. Some of us need to take a month off, just so that we can take time to heal. Because the thing about it is, it's not about the people, it's about you. It's about you. And so we have a fear of wasting time versus settling, which makes us exhausted. And so here we got to understand that love delayed is not love denied. We talked a little bit about that last night. Love delayed is not love denied. Your waiting isn't wasted. God is preparing something greater. God is preparing something better. And so in the midst of that moment where God has you in preparation, you got to be like a well-cooked meal. You got to stay in there till you're done. You got to stay in the oven. If you put something in the oven and you take it out too soon, it won't be done. It won't be ready to be able to nourish you and others around you. And many of us have not understood that our waiting is not a wasting, but God is preparing something better for you. Because the right person at the wrong time is still the wrong person. The right person at the wrong time is still the wrong person, because you don't find love. You attract it by becoming the best version of you. Oh, do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? I know this is mainly towards singles and things of that nature, but even if you're married, you can grab a hold to this. Even if you're in a relationship, you can grab a hold to this, because you don't find love. You attract it by becoming the best version of you. I remember when I met my wife, Lady E, and everything. When I met her, I wasn't focused on a relationship. I was focused on making sure I was healed. because I had just come out of divorce. And so I had to make sure I was healed. And watch this, in the moment where I was just focused on my healing and making sure I'm good, she came along. She came along and stalked me. No, I'm just playing. She, she, she came along and stalked me. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But here's the thing. Psalms 37:4 says, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. And so now that we know the issue, now we need to understand that, hey, I need to focus on me. I need to look at me. The solution is how to shift from searching to surrendering. How do I make that transition? How do I begin to seek the face of God and begin to move from just searching to expect somebody else to heal me, to expect somebody else to make me whole? The solution number one is stop chasing people and start chasing purpose. Stop chasing people and start chasing purpose. I'm gonna say that a couple more times. Stop chasing people and start chasing purpose. Stop chasing people and start chasing purpose. Because many times the people we chase aren't even the best people for us. Many times the people we chase are they're more eye candy than anything. And don't you know you can't live on candy? Oh my goodness. Don't you know you can't live on candy? It's got to be some substance. It got to be some meat. So as you begin to chase purpose, God will bring you will attract the right people. We said this earlier. Not only do you got to stop chasing people and start chasing purpose, but you got to heal before you date. Your future partner deserves the very best you. Many of us are letting our future partner down. Many of us are letting the person that's going to be of our dreams down. Many of us are letting people who will count on us, who will love us unconditionally, who will be there for us. Why? Because we didn't take the time to heal. And so as you begin to chase purpose instead of chasing people, as you begin to heal before you just go out there and watch this, many times what happens is, oh my God, what happens is, especially when we find ourselves hurt and we find ourselves beat up by life and we find ourselves going through different things and struggling with different things, the thing that is most distorted is our vision. And people we see that is good for us because our vision is messed up. We can't even adequately determine whether they're a good fit for us. And so we got to stop chasing people and start chasing purpose. We got to heal, allow ourselves to heal. If you got to go to therapy, go to therapy. If you got to sit down with your pastor, sit down with your pastor. If you got somebody who can talk to you and be real and give you good sound advice, talk to them, but heal. Please heal. The future you needs you to heal. Your future partner needs you to be whole. They don't need to have you broken and beat down when they show up. And then we got to trust that what's meant for you won't miss you. Hey there, Carmen. Hey there, Carmen. Hey there, Lillian. How you doing? You got to trust that what's meant for you won't miss you. Oh my goodness. You got to understand and know that what's meant for you won't miss you. And so let me ask you this question. I want to ask you, even the married people, I want you to answer this. What's the hardest part about dating? Or when you was dating, what was the hardest part for you? Drop that in the comments. Drop that in the comments. Drop that in the comments. If you're single, I want you, even if you come back and you rewatch this and you rewatch the replay, I still want you to answer that. What's the hardest part about dating for you? Drop it in the comment. If you married and you oh, okay, this is what we do. Married people, answer this question. What's the hardest thing, or what stops you most from dating even your spouse? Because and this is what I mean. Spending time where it's just you and them one-on-one. You're not out with a crowd. You're not out with anybody else. It's just you two. Or you hanging out at the house, chilling, watching movies, spending time together. So even if you're married, if you're single, what's the hardest part about dating? If you're married, what has been some hindrances or the hardest part about you continue to date one another? So drop that in the comment. Not being long distance. You got problems. You got problems. Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for me. My wife is hilarious. My wife is hilarious. Oh, so God, he told me to trust in the process. Told you to trust in the process. Tim said, having to pay all the time. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Tim. I didn't get. Hey, Tim. I didn't get one of this modern women who will go 50-50 with you and everything, who will pay for you sometimes. Hey. Hey, Sunday was my birthday. And Lady E, she took good care of me. We went to Eddie V's. And the check came, and she looked at me. So I feel you, Tim. On my birthday, hey, I still had to pay. Hey, Tim, and after you get married, it don't change. She gonna tell me, man, I ain't got no job, man. Check it in about everything. LaBrittany talking about don't hype him up. Yeah, Tim. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. You right. Hey, if you ain't got another witness, Tim, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, fam. I'm with you. Yes, indeedy. And so understanding that, whatever level you on, you're gonna have your challenges. Whether you're single or whether you're married, you're going to have your challenges. But the key is making sure that as you're going through the challenges, that you're healed and you're whole. You know, one of the problems with marriages now is marriages are 50-50. I'm not talking about who pays for stuff. Not right now. I'm talking about people are only giving about 50% of themselves, even to their spouses. I want you to think about this. You are 100% you, but you're only giving 50%. The truth of the matter is, in a marriage, in a relationship, in a marriage covenant that you stood before God and the preacher and many witnesses and made a covenant, you should give all of you. If you can't give all of you, you shouldn't even be getting married. Watch this. One of the reasons why some of us struggle in giving all of us is because we struggle in this one word called forgiveness. We struggle with forgiving. If you struggle with forgiveness single, you definitely going to struggle with forgiveness when you get married. And so you have to be able to forgive. You have to be able to not beat people over the head for their mistakes, because the truth of the matter is, I know you're perfect. I know you never make mistakes. I know you never do anything wrong in your eyes. But the truth of the matter is, there are times you do things wrong, and they're going to have to forgive you. They're going to have to forgive you. And so you must be careful and understand that in order to heal, you got to forgive. I see you, Lillian. I didn't forget about you. Just dating it was being able to communicate. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a very, you got to be able to communicate. Communication is key. You're gonna have to learn some skills and some abilities. And so watch this. And here's the great thing. It's wonderful that hey, these are the things that are hardest part of dating. That way you can work on it. Because the person you with, they may be the one you end up getting married to, they may not. But whether they are the one or they're not, it's important for you to work on you. That way, even when you get to that point, you're able to be an example and maybe help them even communicate better. Because here's the wonderful thing about marriage. One of the wonderful things about marriage, in many cases, what happens is, in what area, what I love about my wife, areas that I'm not strong in, she's strong in. And so if I'm not strong in an area, I can lean and depend on her. But you got to understand what areas you're strong in, what areas you're not strong in. And so you understanding, hey, even if it's communication, even if it's like Tim said, you got to pay all the time. You got to pay all the time and everything, whatever, long distance, whatever the case may be, you must understand that you have to work on you. Can I blow your mind? Even if you're in a marriage, you have to still work on you. Once you say, I do, you cannot stop working on you. I'm going to say that again. Once you get married, you cannot stop working on you. You should be ever growing, ever learning, ever evolving, ever getting better. Because the truth of the matter is, you should not be the same person you was 3 years ago. You should not be the same person you was 2 years ago. You should have learned some things. You should have been healed from some things. You should have let go of some things. You should have forgiven some things. And in that, doing those type of things, you begin to grow and progress, and you see life through a different lens. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you, Lillian. Thank you. Thank you for the belated birthday. Greatly appreciate it. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. And so you have to be able to allow yourself to heal wherever you find yourself, whether you're single or you're married, whether you're young or you're not so young, whether you're tall or not so tall, whether you're thin or not so thin, whatever the case may be, or whoever you may be, you gotta be able to work on you. And this is even in your time of prayer and your time of studying the word. You get the word in you. You allow the word to saturate you. You allow God to impact you from the inside out. And the things on the outside that are not connected to you or on the outside of you will begin to change, because you're changing on the inside. God changes you on the inside before he changes anything on the outside. Watch this. You ever heard this saying, you can take the person out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the person? If you don't change a person's mindset, and they lived in the hood and they didn't clean nothing and everything was dirty, you can take that same person and put them in a mansion, and soon enough that mansion is eventually going to look like what they was used to in the hood. Why? Because they didn't change in their thinking. They didn't change in their heart. They didn't change in their mind. They didn't change on the outside. They're still operating as they're where they used to be. And so you got to work on you. You got to work on you. Just like I got to work on me. I know Lady E would say I'm perfect and all, and I ain't got nothing to work on. I know, Lady E. She would say, baby, you don't got nothing to work on whatsoever. You are perfect. You are the man of my dreams. Here's the great thing about having the mic, especially when she's upstairs. All right, there, people. Yeah, see, I told you, forget about that LOL and not. Forget about that. Just read the first 3 words. Oh my goodness. So we greatly appreciate you for rocking with us today. We hope we see you this Sunday 9:45 at the Afro Event Centers where The Alive Church meets, or even online on YouTube, The Alive Church KC. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like. Make sure you go ahead and hit that share button, so that way you're able to know whenever we go live. Thanks for watching The Shift. Remember, even the smallest shift today can lead to your biggest breakthrough tomorrow. I'll see you. Peace.